Okay, so welcome everybody. We are starting a brand new nuzlocke. We tried a previous one called a normal lock, which was normal type Pokemon only. Instead, we're going to try a new thing, and we're going to do a surprise lock. What that is every time I get a Pokemon, like a one encounter nuzlocke rule, is that I then will trade them away. And I have to use a random Pokemon. There will be some baseline rules set up for that. At the current moment, we can't trade, so we're just going to have to make our way through the game before we start the surprise trade aspect of it. So for instance, if I had access, I would get my first Pokemon, which is Sobble, and then I would use surprise trade to get my new Pokemon. Okay, so I'm going to go for a Pokemon in the grass. It doesn't really matter what I run into, because they will be traded away. It'll also give people a chance to kind of join my playthrough, because I'll be trading them away, and potentially your Pokemon that you trade to me could show up. So there's like a chance for that. But a lot of the other basic Nuzlocke rules apply. One and first Pokemon in the route is the Pokemon that I get a chance to catch. So in this instance, it's Route 1, and Rookidee is going to be our Pokemon that we can catch. And of course, once I'm available, I will then send Rookidee in his surprise trade, and we will get a Pokemon. Some of the other basic nicknames that... Not nicknames, sorry. Some of the basic rules that we will be following is there will be a level limit on the Pokemon. So if like someone trades me a level 100 Pokemon, I have to retrade it. I mean, if it's a shiny or something cool, maybe I can set it aside and I forfeit the encounter, but I keep the Pokemon. But we'll keep going until we find something that is under whatever the current level limit is, which is going to be the level limit for the whatever upcoming gym. What else? The only Pokemon we won't be trading are shinies. So if we run in and we happen to get a shiny, I can choose to use it or just put it in the box kind of thing. I did go ahead and kind of jump ahead because this game has a lot of like chit chat in the beginning of the game. And as you can see, even though I'm talking and doing stuff, it still is chit chat. So right now we have 2 trades coming up to kind of start our surprise lock here. But you know, if Pokemon faint, they're dead. I can't reuse them. At the moment, I'm not going to use the whiteout rule, where if I white out, or I'm going to do the whiteout rule where if I white out, game over. But we'll see how the surprise trade goes, because if I get a bunch of really early on garbage Pokemon, and I end up getting whited out, but I have Pokemon on the PC, I may allow myself to go ahead and use those. But for the moment, we're not going to follow that rule set. Or we are going to follow that rule set, and we'll kind of see how things go. It's so early, and I've never done something like this before. So I'm not exactly sure where it's going to go. Okay, she gives me Pokedex. I'm not sure when the surprise trade happens. Like right now, I still don't have access to it. I think it's the wild area. I think we have to get that far into the game, which kind of sucks. Dude gives me a potion. Someone else will give me something else. It's fun. I am going to allow myself to use TMs again. which is cool. But yeah, so if you happen to get on and, you know, end up trading a Pokemon that you have in a surprise trade with me, you know, I'd love to hear about it, or, you know, let me know. But I think it'll be really interesting. Oh, sorry about that. It'll be really interesting to see something like that. So right now we have two Pokemon. We have a Sobble and we have a Rookidee. Cute little guys, both blue. But we're not going to get too attached here. They do have nicknames because that's part of the rules. But we're not... they're not going to make a big deal out of it at the moment. We're basically just trying to get to the point where we can use the trade aspect. I really can't remember when that is. I really can't. I want to say as soon as we get to the wild area, but that could be a whole nother episode. So right now we're just trying to catch things. Obviously revives are useless, but that can be turned into Gash money, so that's fine. I think there's no way to really dodge stuff. When we get to areas with Pokemon, I will be focusing on the exclamation point encounters, unless I otherwise specify, but that's pretty much what should happen. So, like, if I get to the point in the game where I catch a random Pokemon, I guess it doesn't even matter if I go with the exclamation points or the overworld encounters, because they get traded away. So, yeah, it'll be whatever Pokemon. But if you see a Rookidee first, but I end up running into something else, that doesn't mean I've cheated and done the wrong thing. It's just whatever the first encounter is. I haven't decided if I'm doing a naming theme or not. We'll wait and see what happens there. We don't want to face the electric Pokemon because our team is fairly electric weak. This kid looks like kind of garbage. I wish I could avoid him. So we'll get to see a battle at least. I'm trying to get through this as quick as we can. Now let's say before we get to the part where I can start doing surprise trades and I lose one of these very first route Pokemon. You know, crap happens. That's one less encounter I'll be able to trade and get. So, I'll just have to deal with it. Now for the wild area, each nameplate difference area will be a new encounter. That is allowed. So there's like 20 new encounters before the first gym. That doesn't mean I'm going to go and get them all at once. I'll probably only do 3 or 4. But that is it's kind of an option thing. Okay, this is our first encounter for this area. Because it's the first Pokemon I ran into. I'm also not sure if I'm going to play the Legendary Claws or not. So if I happen to get traded a Legendary Pokemon in these games, I don't know if I'm going to count it or not. I've never done a playthrough with Legendary that I can use. And I don't know if I want to start with that or not. But we'll think about it. Okay, so we have 3 trades when we get to that point that we could potentially get on the team. So let's say we get to the trades, right? And Sobble, you know, someone trades me a level 100 Ditto, right? That doesn't mean I just get to use Ditto now for the playthrough. I have to trade it back and trade it to somebody else. And see what the next thing I get is. Alright, I'm also trying to avoid the trainers as best I can. Ugh. Because we really just want... oh, he's a little low on health. We really want to wait for all that stuff until we get to the trades. 11 minutes in, we're making like quick story plot progress. The first episode or 2 might be like that. I'm really hoping to get the trades in as soon as possible so we can officially announce that part of this going. We just have to get to that point. And it doesn't even matter if I only use the Sobble and like get him to level 14 or whatever, or even if he gets to the point where he evolves by the time we trade, because we're basically trying to get through as quick as we can. The first time we do trades too, I'm probably going to have a lot of limits, or like I might have to do a lot of retrades, because chances are people are going to be trading me things that are like in the 30s or something above the level limit. That, or I'll get a bunch of level 1s. I mean, that could happen too, and then we can be really concerned about a bunch of Pokemon dying right off the get-go. So I'm really not sure how this is going to go. I'm kind of hoping I get kind of an odd Pokemon type to start with, like Fairy or Ice type, something that you would normally not get like right in that before that first gym typically, and that can kind of be a chance to use Ice types early in the game. I think that could be really cool. Okay, we were able to beat that trainer. And we are primed and ready to get pushing on. So we're going to try to get through this part when they're chit-chatting a bunch. Magnolia talks to a bunch of people. Around her houses are a few Pokeball items and stuff. I'm going to run around and get those. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to do that stuff. I also do some things off camera, so like going through towns, talking to people, finding random items. A lot of that's going to happen off screen. I'm mainly going to do anything that's plotline or battling, that kind of stuff in the series. I'm not going to make everyone watch every last little commentary. These games have been out for a minute, and if people are curious, you know, play it yourself and get a real feel for how the games are. Okay, that part's done too. Behind her house is a sweet TM. The last run I did, the normal lock, it was not allowing myself the use of TM, so it'll be nice to go back to that. Because that was a bit annoying. It also is what helped make the run really challenging, that it was monotype with no TMs. Because most people, they think, oh, you're doing, you know, normal Pokemon only. Well, they learn a lot of TMs, so it's really easy. It's not really easy when you get the mixture that, you know, I ended up getting. But to be honest, it's mostly my fault. I kind of let the team down All right, can we trade yet? Still won't let us. Well, we're gonna call it an episode there. Thanks for watching, and I hope you keep following me and watching our brand new series of the Surpriselocke. See ya.